Well, hi folks and welcome to the Old Classic Car channel. It is a little bit of a soggy day, but it has been a very, very good day, and that is for one very good reason. This morning my youthful assistant and I headed out to have a look and inspect and video an incredible private collection of vehicles and memorabilia and, well, a bit of everything really. It's more of a private museum. It's not open to the public. This was a special invite only thing, and well, huge thanks to the owner for inviting us down to come and have a look at what he has been collecting over the years. He follows the channel, watches some of the videos on here, and he dropped me a line and said, why don't you come down, come and have a look and see what I've got down here, because I know your viewers are going to like it. And after having had a walk around this morning, I think you are. If you like the kind of thing we do here at OCCHQ, you're going to like this. Cars, memorabilia, some commercial vehicles, motorcycles, including a wonderful, really early AJS, engine assisted bicycles, all sorts, memorabilia, signs, tins, bit of everything. If you can think about it, you'll probably find one there. So yeah, a really great morning out, and a huge thanks to the owner for letting us come down and video it. I was driven over there by my youthful assistant, by far the longest trip he's ever done. He's been driving for a week and a day now, but this is way more distance than he's done before, so yeah, hats off for him, doing a great job with that. But yeah, without further ado, let's go back, rewind the clock to this morning, and we'll have a look at this incredible collection of classic cars and so much more. Right folks, we have arrived at the mystery location. The youthful assistant drove me over here in his VW Fox as part of his driving lessons, probably the longest trip he's actually done. And I can see even from here, oh, there are some real treats to be found in here. Pour yourself a cup of tea and let's go and have a look at this incredible private collection of cars, lorries and memorabilia. Okay, well, we will start on the left and work our way around. Everywhere you look, memorabilia. We do like this kind of thing, but this is an incredible thing. I don't think I've ever seen one of these before. This is a Psy motor, so this is one of the many different clip-on engines that were available for cycles back in the olden days, and apparently this one, which is super original, I don't think this one's ever actually been run. And what a great thing. So this one has been fitted to, it looks like the front end of a rally bicycle. We've got the rally forks there, very distinctive. That, yeah, it's beautiful paint. It's great that it's still in its original paint. We've got an advert here for the Psy motor, the sensation of the nation. This advert from 1950. So this would have been a rival to the Power Pack, the Cyclemaster. We'll see some Cyclemasters elsewhere in this building, but what a great thing that is. Yeah, what an amazing thing. The cheapest form of transport in the world, 250 miles per gallon, 9 miles for 1 penny. Fits every bicycle, and anyone who can cycle can Psy motor. Simple, no clutch, no gears, only one control, the accelerator, fitted to the handlebars within easy reach. But yeah, what a great thing that is. We've got a Triang down here, everywhere you look. But yeah, lovely Triang double-decker bus. I think I could live in this building.
It's insulated.
It is insulated. We've got an original blueprint here for the Morris J type van. These Morris J vans have got such a huge following. Everywhere you look, shelves. We've got old clocks. We love a bit of auto memorabilia here at OCC. We've also got quite a few classic motorcycles as well. This K755 BMW from 1988, 750cc horizontal 3-cylinder fuel-injected engine, producing 75 brake horsepower.
Shaft drive as well.
Is it shaft drive?
Crazy.
Wow.
It's a huge bike, isn't it?
And, yeah. Many goodies. So what's this then? Is that
like the
Sturmey Archer? Looks like it, doesn't it?
I know.
Ride a BSA motorcycle, a little Honda Z50R 49cc 4-stroke, 3.1 brake horsepower.
Cyclemaster engine.
Just a random Cyclemaster engine over here.
That's in the perfect engine. I love a little engine like that.
Yeah.
BSA gun.
Oh, yes.
BSA
well, BSA.
rifle.
Yeah. Birmingham small arms. You can just about see that on there, I think. Yeah. Incredible. What an amazing place. So I guess we should start with the cars. So I think we'll do the cars and the vehicles, and then we'll look at memorabilia. So heading up.
We have been allowed to open the bonnets, and this dynamite has a bit of a
Yes.
trick.
Yeah, we've been given the okay to look inside and look under the bonnet of all the vehicles here, and this incredible 16 valve Dolly Sprint engine, fully restored car. That's incredible.
Like this was a shell with most things done. It was just putting it back together.
Yeah, it's been upgraded. This one's from 1978. So 2 litre 16 valve single overhead cam, 127 brake horsepower in standard form. But this one's had a lot of work and makes
awesome.
165 brake horsepower, 4-speed with manual overdrive. But yeah, I bet that bobs along a bit. So let's just have a squeeze through here. It's in beautiful condition. I forget what this shade of yellow is called. Is it mimosa or is that a bit lighter? But yeah, let's have a quick peer inside here. Yeah, in beautiful condition. I really like these cars. I think they're very cool.
165 brake is insane.
That is a lot of brake horsepower, isn't it?
Yeah. Those will sound great. They do. I've heard this one running.
So we've got twin Weber carbs.
45.
Yeah, they look very purposeful indeed, but it's in beautiful condition. Yeah, what a beauty, what a proper Bobby Dazzle that is. Look at these BP overalls here. I'm trying not to get distracted by memorabilia. I'll try and do that afterwards. This A40 pickup, well, this is a very bonny little pickup indeed, and look in the back, there is an original Austin J40 pedal car in there. And doesn't that look just perfect? These were styled after the contemporary A40 Devon, and the styling of this pickup is also, and indeed the chassis and all the running gear is based on A40 Devon as well, so how appropriate is that in there?
And this is in the correct livery, of course.
Austin, the junior car company. Harley's in control of handheld lighting. This is great, this is, yeah. The engine's just been rebuilt on this, so this has got the original 1200cc BMC engine under the bonnet. This engine was the forerunner to the B series engine, which was available 1200cc and 1500cc to begin with, in the old Morris Cowleys and the Morris Oxfords. And the engine in these was like the forerunner to it. It was also fitted to the A40 Sports, the Somerset as well. And this is a lovely, it's a great little pickup, this one. What does it say? 1200cc, yeah, about 40 brake horsepower, the 4-speed box. I think this one's column shift. Yep, column shift on this one. The earlier pickups, I'm going to have a look inside actually, because I used to have a couple of these many years ago, so it'll take me back. You see you've got the pop-up, the old semaphore trafficators, the indicators there. Yep, doors open beautifully. And there is the driver's compartment. It's still got the old mats in there as well. That rubber matting material breaks up after after quite a few years, so it's quite hard to find one of these commercial variants still with the original matting, the floor matting. Yeah, this takes me back, this does. Steering wheel very similar to that of the A40 Somerset. So, yeah, it's got a bit of extra lighting here. Like I say, the engine has just been rebuilt on this, so it'll want a bit of running in. Maybe we'll see a running in please pass sticker in the back window if we see this at any of the events we get to. But yeah, great. Still got the proper Austin keyring as well. We love all that kind of thing. Right, I shall pass the lamp over to the youthful one. Yeah. Let's have a look at this Cycle Master. As Harley is a big fan of cycle-related matters, as I am as well. So what is it? So what is the?
Look, it's sprung fork there.
Oh, you got beautiful sprung forks, twin forks.
Pivots there.
Yeah.
It's just that's I've never really.
Well, there's
seen
a tax disc on it here. Oh, it's taxed as a Cycle Master.
Yeah,
there we go.
I mean, they'll put on any frame, but
Yes.
the actual bike it's on is really beautiful.
Yeah, it is nice,
It's
isn't it?
like a little horn thing.
That's Pithco. It could be a hooter. Yeah, it's a little hooter.
There's your...
Yeah, so the engine, these are really clever, the Cyclemaster, because the whole thing, you'd buy the complete rear wheel with the engine. So you've got the engine here, the fuel tank is there, built in. So it's a complete swap in, swap out for your rear wheel. Then you would just run the cable connector up to the throttle, up on the handlebars.
Look at this, it's got a really nice made in Switzerland kickstand, but it's got two legs as opposed to just one leg, which is so it sits
Oh,
upright.
right, yes, that's good. And a beautiful sprung saddle
Yeah,
as
that's
well.
really,
Look at that. Isn't that beauty?
really elaborate.
Luggage rack, but yeah, that is the Cyclemaster. And like I say, we'll see several of these in here before the day is through. 0.6 of a brake horsepower, eh? That's great. Of course, you had to road register these. So, yeah, it's treated more as a moped than a strict bicycle, which of course you don't have to road register. Yeah, that is fantastic. What's alongside? Oh, it's another Cyclemaster. So what's this one in? So what does this say? Topper. It's got a little sticker on the back. Hopper. Oh, Hopper. Oh, the Ellswick, is it? Right, right. Oh, that's similar. That's similar to your little reflector, isn't it?
Which one?
And you got one a bit similar to this, haven't you?
Kind of similar on the 27.
Yeah.
But this
There we
is
go.
actually very early because look, it's got the earlier, really thick style of
Oh,
chain.
I see what you mean. The really wide chain,
This
isn't
is
it?
probably 20s, 30s. But look at this as well. Look how nice.
Oh,
So it's a
like
dedicated frame.
It's a little butcher's bike, isn't it? A
So
little
it's not just
delivery
like an
bike.
add-on. You can see
No.
how it's got a separate thing. The frame is meant to be a butcher's bike or delivery
Yeah.
or whatever.
So what does it say? Hopper, Cyclemaster. Yeah. 32cc, 0.6 brake horsepower.
There he is, a hopper badge on the front.
Yeah.
That's really old. Yeah.
Yeah.
Very old.
That's a beauty, that is. Right, there is the A40 pickup, of course. I find myself keep being drawn back to that, but I mustn't get distracted. We have some more motorcycling action over here.
Japanese corner.
Yeah, Honda XR75. Very neat little machine, that one. Like that, and some more grown-up Hondas alongside that. Again, off-roaders. The Kawasaki, I believe this one's only got a couple of thousand miles on it. This one dates to 2003, one owner from new. Yep, 2,090 miles, completely original, still on the factory supplied tyres. I'm sure Henry Cole would like that one. Right, more memorabilia down here, but I'm trying not to get distracted. And look at this racy little number here.
Sometimes
This-
race cars aren't prepared very well, if you know. There's sort of loads of ugly wires underneath. And
No, this is
but
great, isn't it? So this is an Academy racer based on an Austin A35, of course. This has got a 1275 in it. So it's reasonably modified, but it's not as stripped out as some of the race
Very
cars are. So this one was built as a racing car, and in more recent times it's sort of been adapted slightly to make it a little bit more suitable for road use. But clearly many, many modifications under here. Big SU carb over there. Yep, and it's got adjustable lever arm dampers on this, which is not something I've come across before. Yeah, it's beautiful condition.
very nicely.
Yeah, really well repaired. What does it say over here? So we've got A35 Academy race car 1957, 1275 A series engine. So it's basically midget spec, producing 90 brake horsepower, 4-speed midget box and rear axle. And the Academy cars are built to a strict set of rules and still must use drum brakes. That's interesting. Standard steering box, etc. So that's presumably to keep the costs down and just to keep it a little bit sensible.
What I like about this is that it's got old style bucket seats in it. It's not like new equipment.
So this takes me back, because Mrs. OCC used to run an A30 as her daily car many years ago. Well, it didn't look like this. That car was last seen in America. Oh, yeah, so we've got the original speedo and instrument cluster in the middle there. Then we've got some later gauges. But what I like is all the sort of later additions, if you like, for the racing. They all look kind of in period. Yeah. Yeah, it's all sort of proper, isn't it? You know, it all looks in keeping, as if this is the kind of thing you may have seen in a race car A35 in the 50s and the 1960s. But yeah, it's beautifully turned out, this one. Really, that must be such That must be such a giggle to race, well indeed drive that on public roads.
I guess an affordable way to pass it.
Yeah, yeah. Well, that was the whole idea of this series, was to come up with a fairly, relatively affordable way into historic racing, because of course racing can get very, very expensive indeed. So that's why they're sort of quite limited in terms of what you can do to the engine and the running gear. And like I say, still on drum brakes as well, which is interesting, because a popular mod on these, even on road cars, is to fit disc brakes. So yeah, that must be a real giggle. I do like that a lot. And what a great environment to keep your collection of classic vehicles in. A proper building. Oh, I could do with a building like this at home. But right, let's carry on and see what we've got over here. We are in Morris Corner, and I will start over here in the shadow of a beautiful Morris J-Type, which we'll look at in a minute. And this is the Morris Z van. So this is a little, I think it's 500 weight or quarter-ton van, which was based on and a contemporary of the Morris 8 saloons of the late 30s and into the 1940s. Very similar running gear to, say, like the Series E Morris 8, but subtly different in many, many ways. There's actually two examples of these here today. This is a regular civilian van. This is the kind of thing that would have been on sale in Morris garages. There we go, Morris van. And this is a real beauty. It's featured in magazines before now. There we go. But yeah, what a great little van. Morris 8, what does it say? Series 500, no, so it's 1950, so same year as our V8 Pilot. 918cc, yep, so it's got a regular little 4-cylinder side valve engine, 23.5 brake horsepower, coupled to a 3-speed gearbox.
Some lovely tins though.
Oh yes, much tinnage, but like
What's
I say,
your opinion on the chopper as well?
I'm trying not to get.
Look at the handlebars on it.
Wow, that's quite a rare. I'm trying not to get this. I'm trying not to get distracted, but yeah, I've never seen one of those in the metal. No, that's really unusual. I did have a rally chopper when I was a nipper, but I didn't have one of these, a Sprint GT. I can't imagine they made too many of those. That's pretty wild. Right, back to the Morris Z van. Let's just go and have a quick peer down here. See if we can have a quick peek inside. I imagine yes, the door is open. So there is the interior, all fairly basic, but everything you need. Fuel gauge, oil pressure, ammeter, a little speedo in the middle, and then the combined ignition lock and light switch just to the right hand side. Got some old magazines in there. Yeah, great little van this is. I do love a little classic van. It's a real treat to see this. It's beauty, isn't it? Yeah.
That's usable though.
Yeah, great, aren't they?
It's just a bit wedged into the corner, and you'd have to do a bit of shuffling.
Yes, it'd take a little bit of getting out of here. But these are the old budget locks. These hold the bonnet closed. So we'll see a GPO version of one of these a little bit later, and they have the different bonnet catches on them. But the standard civilian, the regular showroom 508 vans have these. So you pull this little T-handle out, and that's what you use to twist the budget lock, one either side, to get the bonnet open. Yeah, rear hinge bonnet. It's got the strip down the middle, so it kind of looks like it might be centrally hinged with open either side, but no, it's a rear hinged one-piece bonnet on these. And next to that, look at that, a wonderful little Morris J-type van.
You seen where the gear lever is in this?
Yes, yeah, these are basically, well, these came out with what was the Morris Oxford MO.
So you go like that.
Oh, see, yeah, it's quite the angle, isn't it? But yeah, this was based on the Morris Oxford MO engine, the original Morris J-types. And then there was the JB, which looked pretty much the same, but that had the B series engine in it. Yeah, what a great, this is lovely. Again,
it's really nice.
It's beautiful, isn't it? Yeah, what a great little van. God, by gum. This is quite the collection, I must admit. And there's the BMC rosette on the side. But yeah, J-type side valve engine, the JB overhead valve engine. And then there was also the Austin badge version, which you don't see too often. That was the Austin 101, which was pretty much identical, but it had a very different grille, sort of wider and fewer slots across the front. I think that was probably just to appease buyers who would only buy Austin, because brand loyalty was a really big deal. still in the 40s and the 1950s, but this is definitely the Morris version, and it's a little beauty. These are really sought after. Yeah, Morris Garages, sales and services down the side. Lovely chrome lamps there. Yeah, what a great collection of vehicles we've got in here. So we've got two little Morrises there, the Z-Van and the J-Type. And next to that, somewhat larger, is another Morris commercial. This is the LC5. And if you used to watch the Heartbeat TV series, you'll remember that Claude Greengrass used to drive one of these. What are you looking at?
That was one of your
yes, yeah. You guys bought me one of these, didn't you? The Ferodo brake tester, or the Tapley,
really nice.
The Tapley meter, as they were called affectionately. Every MOT garage had one of these. They use it for testing the efficiency of your braking.
Never looked at it properly.
Yeah, I'll do a video about these one day.
Will you?
Yeah, I'll give it a try out in one of the cars, see if it still works, the ones we've got. Yeah, this is a lovely LC5 Morris commercial, a Nuffield product.
Drop side body.
Yep, drop side body. I believe quite a lot of work's been done to the back of this. The chassis has been extended because it had been shortened, I think. The body has been extended, the drop side wooden body. And in the back, let's have a quick peer.
So nice inside as well.
Let's have a quick peer in there. Oh yeah, that's great, isn't it? I love the steering wheel with a badge, the MCC badge in the centre there. Very stylish dash, actually, isn't it? That's lovely.
The screen looks nice as well.
Yeah, can't beat a split windscreen. And what's this in the back? Okay. I won't slam anything. Right. What's this in the back?
So 0.75 times size.
So it's a small scale.
For a mobility scooter. Austin 7.
So it started out as a mobility scooter, and someone's built this for their kid.
Yeah, I think they did it.
In the style of an Austin 7,
Well,
which is really great, isn't it?
Inside.
Is it? So that's great, isn't it? Isn't that cool?
It's like the J40s and
Yeah, yeah.
I noticed it's got a door handle.
Oh yeah.
Painted with the,
Yeah. It's got the old,
in line with the colour scheme.
old parking light. Who remembers these clip-on parking lights? There's one or two of those hanging up in the garage back at base.
So good.
How cool is that? Even the little seats, the door trims. What an incredible little build. A replica dashboard as well. Yeah.
Half-size motorcycle wheels, I think he said.
Oh right, yeah.
I think there was quite a bit
Isn't
of
that
adapting
great?
to put these on.
Yeah. What a great little machine that is. I love that. And it just fits in there perfectly, doesn't
You
it?
couldn't fit a full one, could you?
No, that's great, isn't it? Now, these old lorries certainly lend themselves to fitting something appropriate in the back. Often motorcycles or larger lorries, you often see tractors in the back. Isn't that great? What a great assortment. But one of my definite favourites of all, based on what I've seen so far, just having a quick look inside here, is this stunning Bedford. This was a crew bus used by Rotol, the propeller company. And then I didn't realise until today that Rotol was founded by Rolls-Royce, hence the Row, and Toll, Bristol. And they joined forces and created Rotol to build propellers and related things. But yeah, what an incredible vehicle this is. Beautiful condition. It does remind me of Big Dodge at home, especially with this big green forehead. It's very, very similar. This one from 1952, Bedford K-Series, 6-cylinder petrol, 76 horsepower, one of only two built by Spurling's Motor Bodies, supplied to Rotol Air Screws, propeller manufacturers, as a 10-seater works bus. There we go. Rotol was created by Rolls-Royce and Bristol Aeroplane Company to take over both companies' propeller developments. Yeah.
So nice inside as well.
Isn't it beautiful, this? So you've got windows down the side, Rotol propellers. Look at that lovely recreated sign writing there. Isn't this just wonderful? It's like a 2/3 scale Big Dodge, isn't it?
Yeah.
And many, many switches for different accessories and things. Yeah.
In the back there is really nice.
Have a look. Oh yeah. Might have to go and have a sit in the back. Let's go and have a quick inspection. So yeah, 6-cylinder engine. I do love this era of Bedford. They are such...
The running boards, have you seen them?
I'll have a look. They are such characterful old girls, these are. You got a period advert for Sperlings there, showing very similar vehicles back in the day. The most famous name in commercial bodybuilding. Sperling Motor Bodies of Edgware Road, London, NW9. They're great.
Handle's so nice. That door handle.
Oh yeah. It is lovely, isn't it? Let's go and have a look. And you hop in first, and then I will join you.
Perfect size, really.
Carefully open the door.
Perfect size.
Wow. What lovely seating as well, isn't it? That is just lovely.
Yeah, good view of the drivers.
Let me climb in board. There we go. And the Bedford shop manual here. I don't think I've ever seen such a well-presented collection of vehicles in a private garage. This is just amazing.
Everything's so clean.
Yep. It's very, very organised. But yeah, what a great! I love the dashboards in these as well. Very characterful, and a great view out down the bonnet through the split windscreen. Yeah, isn't it lovely? And it's very, very comfy seating in here. I do like this. Two big doors at the back as well. Yeah, it's amazing how this has survived. And very nice little lights. I like the shape of them. Yeah, they're great. Right, let's clamber out of here carefully and continue our perusal.
Today's sign.
What's that?
Right.
Oh yeah. Drive a Viva today. Okay, let's carry on. I'll walk down here, walk around here. And here we have another Morris Z van. Now, we had a look at the civilian van, the little blue one just over the back, over there. And this is a post office telephones van. Very, very similar to the standard Z van, but a few differences. You'll note the different type, the different style of bonnet catches here. A lot easier than looking around to see if you can find a T-handle for the budget lock as fitted to the standard vans.
Look, the train's going.
Harley's found the switch for the built-in.
I'll bring it back your way.
The built-in rail service. Every shed should have one of these.
What you need is little cars on trailers behind the train.
Yeah. That's great. Even makes a choo-choo sound. Wow.
That'll be a cool setup if you could get in a ring around it.
Yeah. Anyway, back to this post office. Morris Ed van. If you can hear a bit of rain outside, it's because it is raining. Yeah, that'll be why. Another feature of the post office GPO vans are these older style carriage handles, the carriage door handles. This was a feature of these particular vans. The regular vans have regular handles.
Why they'd be different?
Not really. I don't know why they would have been different, to be honest. Maybe they were a bit more resilient, stronger perhaps. I'm not quite sure. And we'll amble round the back here. This was the type of latch that was fitted to the post office, the GPO Z vans. These grills were also a standard fitting. Let's just pop this door open. There we go. And we have loads of GPO equipment in here. The old Bakelite telephones. There is a light in here. Isn't that amazing? Who remembers these old black Bakelite phones? I know I do.
Do you?
Vaguely. Yeah. Not in use so much, but I remember having a couple as a kid. I think I took them apart, and I don't think they survived the ordeal. But yeah, lots and lots of goodies in here. Again, got that grill in there. Yeah, fantastic. Little operation manual there for the 500 weight GPO van. Isn't it great? It never ceases to amaze me what fascinating collections of vehicles there are out and about. And again, huge thanks for letting us come in here today.
Shed goals.
Yes, isn't that lovely? Now this is a beautiful coach based on Austin K8 running gear. This is an old ex-motor show vehicle. This was actually on display at the Commercial Vehicle Motor Show at Earl's Court in 1952. Isn't it just wonderful? RHN 548, so the original registration number. No one's had that off, which is very good to see. There we go, Austin KH Plaxton, so it's Plaxton bodied coach from 1952, 2.2 litre overhead valve engine, 65 brake horsepower and a 4-speed gearbox. Ordered new by Scott Grays and sent to Plaxton's in Scarborough for a 14-seat Ventura body. And here we go around here. The door is open. This is a very popular site at steam rallies and vintage vehicle events. Let's clamber in board here. There we go. Plaxton's exhibit, Earl's Court, 1952. Still got the driver's uniform there. I love all this attention to detail. It's one thing seeing the vehicle.
Crazy. Look at this.
It's mad, isn't it? The trim is just incredible in here.
Clock as well. Look at that Smith's clock up there.
That's lovely.
That's really nice.
Yeah,
So this one's in prime position to be backed out and probably used the most often out of all the stuff here.
Probably, yes. So you've got the Austin badge in there in the centre of the wheel, and the Austin, the winged badge in the instruments there. Isn't that lovely? And you've got this huge padded cover here to try and absorb some of the engine noise, because the engine is just there under that cover.
Is that clock actually the right time?
It might be.
It might be.
Yeah, let's just
No,
have
it's
a
not actually.
pop the light round here,
Sorry.
and then we can see some of this incredible interior trim. Because to restore an old coach or an old bus with the correct interior trim is a huge undertaking.
Yeah, it's just turned 11, so all the grandfather clocks are going.
Oh, they all the old clocks are starting to chime, the 11 o'clock chime. Yeah. What a beautiful little vehicle this is. It's so great that this has survived.
There's two in
the
there,
bin.
one on the side, isn't there?
Yeah. That's it. So 2 over there, and 1 on this side. You can just imagine going to the seaside for the day in something as characterful as this.
It's a very tasteful collection.
Yeah, it's great, isn't it? Yeah. Perfect.
Everything's so different.
Yeah, there's a real,
Coach
like you
and
say, there's a
racing car.
real variety, isn't it, from old coaches,
You've got like a
racing cars,
wild.
memorabilia, which we will have a closer look at after.
AJS is wild.
Right, so let's turn our attention to some vintage motorcycle action over here. Right, and we begin with, well, look at this, a 1924 AJS Model D 800cc V-twin engine 3-speed hand gear change. Completed the Banbury Run a few years ago, a challenging but very rewarding ride. I'll bet it was. Isn't this incredible? It's over 100 years old and in wonderful, wonderful condition. So you've got all sorts of things to control to keep your mind busy. You've got a hand gear change here. You have to manually pump up the oil pressure every now and again.
Like for a long time before the current owner, it was a bit of a museum piece. Not
Yes,
used,
it
but
was
it's actually
rebuilt,
used.
went into a museum, and then with the current owner, it has actually been out and about. But isn't it wonderful? Look at the
I
old,
love the helmet actually. That's really nice.
Yes.
Well, I say helmet. but
the old
it's
pudding
not really,
basin.
is it?
Yeah, well, that's sort of like the old pudding basin sort of
Yeah.
helmet type thing.
Helmets
Yeah.
doesn't seem like
Beautiful
the right
sprung saddle.
word to describe that.
All this wonderful plating on here. It's just a joy. Like I say, V-twin engine there. Isn't that just incredible? I love these AJS footrests as well. That's a nice thing.
Mudguard there.
But yeah, it certainly must concentrate the mind, because you've got hand throttle, decompression lever. One of these does the mixture and the other does the air. So you're constantly adjusting the mixture with these two as you're riding along. You have to pump up the pressure, the oil pressure every, was it 3 miles I think I've said? And then obviously it's a hand gear change, so lots to keep you busy. But what an incredible, incredible machine that is. Next to that, somewhat newer is a Norton Commando of the early 1970s, this from 1973. So 829cc twin cylinder engine, 58 brake horsepower, 4-speed.
829.
Yeah.
An 829 single.
Yeah, that's a whopper, isn't it? A good old Norton Commando.
That's bigger than most cars.
Favoured by several police forces for them motorcycle cops.
It's not the same size piston as the Jack.
I'm not sure. I don't know.
That's 3.2.
We've got one of the later Royal Enfields alongside here from 2005, but very much still with the classic look, still with the old drum braking at the front. But you'd never guess, really. If you took these indicators off, you'd never guess that was a 2005, really.
Is it? Wow, yeah. I'm just looking at the engine. The engine's very convincing. It's running off a carb.
Yeah, it all looks just as the old Royal Enfields were.
Yeah,
Next to that,
the cylinder in that
look
is
at
twice
this.
the size of the Jacks.
And this is an Aerial 3, a BSA Aerial 3 of 1972. What an amazing little thing. This is 50cc engine between the rear wheels. Oh right, so the engine's back over there. Pressed steel forward section of the frame supported by torsion bars to enable the rider to lean into bends. Oh yes, I remember reading about these.
So it sort of goes
Twists, doesn't it? Yeah, it twists. So the rear wheels stay with the engine at the back.
So weird.
And then the frame pivots, the forward section pivots. That's pretty mad, isn't it?
The last thing Ariel made, isn't it?
It must be. And look at this over here. So what's this Honda then? CB250 RS. It's 1981, but looks somewhat older. 250 twin cylinder 4-stroke, completely rebuilt to Cafe Racer standard. Yeah, it's definitely got the Cafe Racer look with a tiny little rear set seat and the dropped bars.
Very nice looking thing.
It is, isn't it?
Tank, look how long the tank is.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Yeah, very long, slender tank on this one.
But I love this as well, the Suzuki. That's a really
You don't
good
see
looking
these
thing, I
very
think.
often, do you? The Suzuki Super Sport.
M12.
Yeah, I honestly know nothing about this, so I'll
It's
resort.
got a cool look.
Yeah, I'll resort to the
Really low
information sheets. Suzuki M12, 1966, 50cc, 2-stroke motorcycle, 4.5 brake horsepower, 4-speed gearbox, formerly part of the Keith Kitchen collection. Isn't that in beautiful, restored condition? Yeah,
Everything
amazing. Yeah. That is just
Yeah,
great, isn't it?
BSA here, though, that is just unbelievable.
Oh, you're a big fan of that. Let me just extend this camera thing a little bit so I
Even
can have
without
a...
the Cycle Master engine, it's
So this is a
crazy
BSA
bike, yeah.
1955.
It's got the suspended forks as well, which is very,
Oh,
very
I
high
see what
spec
you mean.
for 50s.
Yeah.
But look at all like the pinstriping all over it.
It is beautiful, isn't it? I'll just lean over with the
Crazy.
camera.
It's got another double kickstand with springs on it.
Oh, the double stand, yeah. I see what
It's
you
got
mean.
two huge lamps and a huge horn. And
Yeah, very unusual shape of frame as well, isn't it?
yes,
And the
that's
saddle, look
like
at
a
that
lot of
saddle.
CWSs were like that, I noticed. Yeah, the
Again.
saddle's incredible as well.
And again, with the Cycle Master unit in the rear wheel, set into the rear wheel.
Then there's another.
Lamps up there.
New Hudson ladies bike.
Cycle Master over here on, so what was it? New Hudson. So a ladies' bicycle, this one. That's in beautiful condition, isn't it? Look how good that is.
They both are really.
Yeah, that is lovely.
This is a much more typical type of bike that it'd be on now.
So this is a ladies' bicycle with the...
Look at all the chrome on the handlebars though and the brakes.
Yeah, it's
crazy.
fully restored, isn't it?
Oh yeah,
Fully
yeah.
restored, so no crossbar on ladies' bikes, whereas gentlemen cycles typically have that upper crossbar. The ladies have the angled down tubes like that.
Mighty Motorbicane. That runs as well.
So a little French Motorbicane. An X1 of 1975, made in France, 49cc, designed to be lifted with one hand into a car boot, then used to commute into Paris or any other
See the
city.
handle there. There's
Right.
a handle on the top of it.
On top of what?
Just in front of the saddle.
Oh, right.
That's probably the
Oh, I
handle
see,
that
yeah,
you
so that's the
use.
carry handle, isn't it? That one there, yeah. I see what you mean. And then the handlebars, you just lift them up and off you go, negotiating the city traffic. Fantastic.
6 Honda mopeds here as well.
Hmm?
C90s and...
Oh yes, we've got a few little mopeds here, we'll have a look at those next. Yep, down here we have quite the assortment of classic Hondas, and again in great condition. Look at this Honda CF70, 1973, 72cc 4-stroke, 4.2 brake horsepower.
That'd be quite quick actually, 4-stroke 72cc.
Yeah, and then there's another CF70 alongside that from 1975. Honda P50 from 1969.
Best selling vehicle in the world or something.
It is something, the Honda 50, yeah, it is, I think. This is quite a late Cub 90, so it's from 2000, this one. A step-through frame.
I guess this sort of thing's still used in sort of
Yeah.
India.
Oh yeah, Vietnam and places, yeah.
Yeah.
Honda C90 here from 1975. 90cc, 3-speed centrifugal clutch. Honda Cub.
There you go, yeah.
Honda Cub was made from 1958 to the present day. Over 100 million units built. That's incredible. And over here we've got Honda Vision from 1988. But yeah, there's a huge variety of vehicles in this amazing collection. From really early bicycles, motorcycles. This great little Honda Cafe Racer here. Honda mopeds. A great little motor bouquet over there. Cycle masters everywhere.
Not much silencing on that.
No, not a great deal of silencing on that one, so the neighbours would definitely hear you coming on that one, I'm sure.
It sounds good though.
Incredible little BSA Aerial 3. They were a bit panned at the time. There was sort of a lot of people sort of used to be a bit sniffy about that kind of thing, but I just think they're great. And it's all part of history now. Got the Royal Enfield, the Norton Commando, and this simply spectacular AJS. I just can't get over how good that looks. What a fantastic, fantastic machine that is. Okay, we will carry on looking at some two-wheelers just for a few more minutes, and well, we have a BSA sidecar combination here, and there is Lovejoy. Who remembers Ian McShane playing Lovejoy? No, I'm sure you don't. But this is the original BSA A10 with Watsonian Squire sidecar that was used in the first series of Lovejoy. There it is, on film, on camera. Way back in the olden days. Lovejoy ran for 6 series from 1986 through to 1994. So Lovejoy was sort of he was like an antique dealer, getting involved in all sorts of scrapes and dubious deals and things. That's the main actor, Ian McShane, sat there, and this is the bike and sidecar that featured in that very famous, really well-known TV series. There's another Beezer alongside that. This is an A10 Shooting Star of 1961. Yeah, like you're saying, beautiful condition. That's a 646cc parallel twin, 35 brake horsepower.
This one's 1 year.
So that's a 61. Then, yeah, 1960 alongside that. Also with 4-speed gearbox. And on the end here, BSA A7 Shooting Star 500, 1961. Twin cylinder, 30 brake horsepower, 4-speed box. Wow, and again,
big engine.
Yeah, big engine, and in great condition.
That's probably my favourite one actually, the green one. I like the colour.
Do you like that one? It is a nice colour, isn't it? It's almost Aston Martin racing green, isn't it?
Yeah, it's that sort of thing. Yeah. Just a bit more different.
And here, the original handbook and key. Yeah, what a great lineup of classic BSAs. Birmingham small arms, as we said before. Yeah, fantastic. I wonder what he would make of it.
We've looked at the pedal car on the ceiling.
Pedal car in the ceiling. Oh yes. Just happen to have a Lotus pedal car up there.
Pedal car.
It's a very nice pedal car, yes. Fully restored.
Lovely wheels.
Yeah, up in the gods up there. Right, let's return to classic cars for a moment. And here a trio of classic Ford Escorts, as you can see, headed up by this beautiful silver Ford Escort Mark I here. And what are we looking at here? A 1600 GT.
Yeah,
So it's a Mexico.
Drive.
Did it?
Been converted since.
Oh, so it was a left-hand drive before, was it? 1599cc cross-flow engine, 5-speed, Type 9 gearbox in this one. There we go, Mexico. Just pop the door open. Yeah. And again, in fantastic condition. Lots of gauges, as befits a sporty version of a car. Yeah, so it's got a 5-speed box in this one. Oh, yeah, lovely original trim as well. Yeah, these fast forwards are so popular nowadays.
Yeah,
they do look great.
Too,
yeah, fantastic.
German one, unautomatic, and it was bought as a shell, and then they did.
Oh, so this has been built up from a shell, is it? Right. Yeah, we got. Was it automatic originally? So this has been built up as a fast forward. A Duratec engine, is it? So look. So we've got 4 lovely CB lamps on the front there. Bit of info on the screen. So this is 1977. It's got a 2-litre Duratec engine capable of 9,200 RPM, 254 brake horsepower, 5-speed box, Atlas LSD or limited slip diff axle, disc brakes all round.
Still all quite original inside. It's still got the sort of fishnet, I think it's called, seat.
Oh, the old fishnet.
It's like the A40. It's not got horrible racing seats in it.
No.
The steering wheel's so nice.
Oh, yeah, it's got this sort of the RS.
Deep dish steering wheel.
Yeah, the fishnet headrests there. Yeah. Oh, I see. Yeah, that is a groovy steering wheel, that, isn't it?
It's not too race rally, but it's just.
No. It's been built up beautifully, that one, hasn't it? Yes, I'm sure you do. And over on the end here, we have another fast forward, and Estates this time. Isn't that groovy? So what's the story with this one then?
So it says recreation.
So it's 78.
And we've seen this before, and I don't think there was a Mexico estate, but this has been built up
so this has been built up as a Mexico estate. Again, in wonderful condition. I love these polished alloys as well, the RS alloys, I think they are. Yeah, all looks proper and correct in there, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's not too
very usable car. Handy for auto jumbles this would be, wouldn't it? If you're going to go buying a few pedal cars or something like that. So it's on the T registration. David Sutton Motorsport. What a great trio of fast forwards here in this.
On the roof sounds the same as that.
Yes, great collection. I can just hear a bit of rain on the roof actually. So yeah, what an incredible assortment of vehicles. Let's just have a quick walk around and then we will have a closer look at some of the memorabilia. Please let me know in the comments which would be your favourite vehicle to own out of this incredible collection. What's mine?
I'll say, you say yours, I'll say mine.
Oh, right, so Harley's pinning me to picking a favourite. I don't know, I love this Bedford. I do love this Bedford. Mrs. OCC and I, but Mrs. OC in particular, is a huge fan of this Austin. She has seen this one in the past before, and well, it's hard to argue with that, I must admit, because it is such a Bobby Dazzler. Wonderful thing. I don't know. I'm drawn to that, but it's very similar to Big Dodge. I'm also drawn to the A40 Pickup. So I think it'd be in terms of four-wheelers, it'd be between the J-Type and the A40 Pickup. But I have had an A40 Pickup before, but I've never owned the J-Type, so maybe the J-Type would be my favourite. I think I would still go for the A40 Pickup. Yes, if the J40 came in the back, that would be probably my take-home vehicle, only because it would probably fit in the garage as well.
I think you probably guess which one.
So, right, I'll just come over here. So what would you go? What would be your ultimate? Oh, the racing A35. Yeah, I can see why. That would be a hoot.
But if we're doing two, it'd be that one and the Bedford.
Would it?
Yeah, because you did too, because you cheated.
Well, I didn't cheat. I ended up going for the A40, so I didn't entirely cheat. But yes, I can well understand this A35. If you see the Shed Racing YouTube channel, Ivan Dutton, he's got a car very similar to this, and there are some onboard videos of him driving that one with some verve, and it did look like a lot of fun. But I'm also going to reserve my choices. I'm going to go with the A40. But in terms of a two-wheeler, I'd be so keen to own an AJS like this, because it is just wonderful. I think My youthful assistant concurs on that one. I think this would be his choice too. Right, now it'd be rude to visit an incredible collection like this without having a closer look at some of the memorabilia. And we've got all sorts of things. We've got a great assortment of badges here. I can see AA, the commercial, that was the commercial variant of the Automobile Association badge. That's the RAC there. Various instrument clusters up there. Great Morris illuminated sign.
Yeah, there's 2 Austin sales and service signs. They're really tasty.
Yeah. Got
The doggy head.
look at these lamps here.
Yeah, they're nice.
The old
I really
bicycle
like one on the
lamps.
right, actually. That's
Yeah,
quite
it
a
is.
nice one.
Stunning thing that, isn't it? Badges, look at all these badges. AA, Triumph, all sorts. That's off
Sprint head.
MGB, GT badge. Oh, yeah, we've got one of
those.
Yeah, we've got one of those back at base, haven't we, off the Dolly Sprint. Yeah, all sorts of badges and goodies along here. And we are heading towards certainly one of the nicest things I've seen in a while. This incredible Lucas genuine spare automobile bulb dispenser. Look at that. How original is that?
We could film that.
Yes, we could probably film that, yes. Well, what a fantastic thing that is. Look at that. So how old is that? Probably 1930s, I would guess. Possibly
Yeah.
40s, 30s, 40s.
It's no later than 50.
No. That is beautiful, isn't it? Loads of 6-volt lamps as well, bulbs. They're always useful.
These are curious. 3 Land Rover bikes.
Land Rover bicycles.
Land Rover seats. Land
Oh,
Rover.
yeah, see, yeah. Land Rover.
Land Rover APB, and it looks to be a folding. Yes, it's a Molten that's kind of like a Land Rover. I don't know.
These old biscuit tins along here.
Yeah, I've got a few of those.
I've got 1 or 2 of those back at base. I like this one because it's very similar to the little Fordson 500 weight van, the little pot-based van.
See the old rally lights still in their original box as well, just to the left.
Oh yeah, yeah. There's so many interesting things to see.
Rally 20.
Look at this
Quite
Morris.
an advanced thing.
I need to get more.
Folding, quick release.
Oh, I remember these sort of things. Yeah, folding bikes, a bit like the Rally Shopper. I think
Yeah,
they
you
were
can see all
called, weren't
these.
they?
Actually, really quite nice.
So that's a
quick release
70s.
levers.
That's a 70s probably a lady's bicycle, isn't it?
City bike.
Yeah. Got the supplying,
Sturmy Archer.
supplying dealer transfer on
It's
there.
in lovely condition.
It is a beauty, isn't it? All these AA badges as well. Huge assortment of those.
That's kind of cool. It's like a million in one
Oh, yeah.
spanner. But it's got loads of knives and blades in
I think I need to set up some more shelving at home
Yeah, you probably
for
do.
sort of displaying things.
Don't really have space for shelving.
Yeah, there's room for shelving. Right, let's see what other goodies.
Yeah, the
Other
Austin
items.
Sales and service just above consent man.
Oh yeah, yes, just hanging above. Yes, that's neat. Austin Sales and Service. Mm-hmm. Have you spotted a moped, have you? Right, let's go around here between the LC5 and the Bedford. So what we're looking at?
Honda Novio.
Honda
77.
what? Novio.
Novio P50.
PF50 Novio.
Unusual thing.
It's a 4-stroke. Wow.
It's unusual.
Yeah,
Very, very nice condition.
it is, isn't it? There's that super little Austin 7 look-alike. We've got a parking light on the Morris as well. That's very nice. Because at one time it was a legal requirement if you're parking up in the dark, I think, to have a parking light of some description. Right, let's go down the back of here, see what we've got. Got a couple of fine clocks here. Ticking away merrily to itself.
I think it's raining.
It is raining. Yes, I can hear it on the roof.
Yeah,
So once again, a huge thanks to the owners of this incredible collection for letting us come and film this. BSA overhead valve 1927 4-stroke.
This is like one you used to have.
of a type used at the TT races by BSA. What are you looking at? Foot pump?
Dunlop Major.
Dunlop Major foot pump.
That, haven't you?
That's nice, yeah, I think we've got one of these hanging up somewhere.
Yeah.
In fact, they used to use one of these until not that long ago.
Yeah.
Yeah. I do love a good foot pump. Right, pop that just there. That just out of the way. Right. What have we got? More shelving.
Down here.
That's
See
incredible.
that saw? That's weird, isn't it? Stanley saw.
Yeah.
Or I don't know what it is. It's probably several things. Yeah, the chopper sprint. That's pretty crazy.
That is very unusual. Lots of steering wheels up here. Then MG, yeah, motor litre,
Some nice tins there.
etc. Some beautiful tins. Yeah. So look at that. The filtrate, that's a beauty, that is. Look at that blue coal.
Yeah, very rare.
That's nice. BP Energol, Shell X100, there's a Castrol just back over there. And over there we have a couple of examples of the Evershaw filler can. Those were great. I've got a couple of those. Let's see if I can get around there and just have a bit of a closer look at them, because they're really the best. Yeah, the best petrol cans I've ever come across, because they have the handle built in. So these are the larger of the two versions that I think were available. But yeah, you've got the filler, the pourer, built in as the handle. So you unclip that bit there, and then this hinges back, and it's got a filter in it as well. So you never lose the pourer, the funnel, if you like. And these were used in the works BMC rally cars, the Minis and the Austin Healys. They used Evershaw filler cans, just like these two here. But yeah, really, really clever design they are. Nice old metal RAC map of England, Wales and the lowlands of Scotland.
This is interesting. This A35, because it's such a strict series, all the engines have to be prepared by the same guy, and then they're sealed.
Right.
So
Oh, we got it. Yes. Oh, we're just talking about the engine in this A35. Yes,
so
they were all built up by the same preparation company and then sealed, so that you didn't go fiddling with it yourself to get an unfair advantage. Isn't it amazing?
I'd love to drive this on the road. It'd be so cool.
Yeah, I think Harley's definitely found his favourite. That is great. Let's just go over here. It'd be remiss of me not to look at these cans down here. So we've got SO Blue Paraffin. Haven't we got one of those somewhere?
I don't.
I used to have one of those somewhere. I don't know where it is now. Thelson's Farm Oils of Hull. It's a nice pyramid can. That's what they call those. And look at this. Miller's Oils every time. That's a beauty, that is, isn't it? That really is. Nice oily ragger, yeah. Red X, the upper cylinder lubricant. So we'll just wend our way in here, behind the motorcycles. Look at that, Red X additive. I've got a small version of that hanging up in the garage.
Really nice, that sign, actually, official station.
That is nice. Yep. Another Evershaw filler can up there. The Red X for a shot of Red X, upper cylinder lubricant, BP Energol, pourer, Morris up there, Ring Rally Giant, fog lamps. Ask for Red X refresher for power and performance. Yeah, isn't that great? Loads of workshop manuals. Can never have too many of these. Right, and there's that lovely J40 again.
He must have done something to the engine when he rebuilt it, look. That's quite a bit of work. 408 brake horsepower.
We've got the front end of a Bedford. I didn't notice that before. So over here in the corner, that is often at Bedford. I think it's S-type. I think it's a bit bigger than that.
Oh, okay.
I think it's bigger than the CA. I think that's often S-type, but I could be wrong. Yeah, fantastic. Car punctures repaired. 1 shilling in threepence. Just everywhere you look, you just keep seeing things that you hadn't noticed before. This Psy motor is just fantastic. I love
Yeah, that would be so cool.
I love the original paint on that.
I'd love that on one of my bikes.
Old carriage
so
lamp
funny.
there. As you might have spotted, we do like this kind of thing. If you've got a similar collection to this and you'd be happy for us to come and have a mooch around and do a film about it, obviously you don't need to say where you are, you don't have to feature in it, but it's just great to do these walk around videos and just admire some of the incredible collections that are out here, especially these privately owned collections.
Which of the velocipedes are your favourite, the bikes?
Which of the bicycles? Oof, I don't know. I mean, that is very, very special with all those old transfers and things on it, isn't it? With a Cycle Master 2.
Yeah, that's incredible.
That is bonny. I don't know.
I think it has an electric lamp on it.
Does it?
I can see a little switch on the luggage rack.
Oh, there's an electric
So
lamp at
must
the
be,
top,
yeah.
isn't there? And then you've got this other lamp on the
Which is
front.
like an oil one. Isn't
Yeah.
it? It's got a mascot on the mudguard. It's got a mascot
Oh, on
on the
them. Yeah,
mudguard.
there is, isn't there?
That'd probably be what I'd have.
Yeah.
The saddle as well. The saddle.
Saddle is spectacular,
I've never
isn't
seen
it?
anything
That
like
is,
that.
that really is.
It's probably a
Something
30s
that, isn't
bike by the looks of it.
Yeah.
It's just really nice.
Yeah,
That
'cause
one,
it's quite unusual because it's got suspension on the
yeah,
front
that's
as well, isn't it?
crazy. So yeah, it'd be that for me for the bicycle.
that'd be your
That-
favourite
that
bicycle,
one
would it?
called the Oily Rag 55, I think it was, Cycle Master up there.
Oh, that one down there next to the...
Yeah, next to the delivery one.
Right. So the first one we saw, that would be your... And again, this has got this sprung front end on it as well. Yeah, that is a cracker, isn't it? It certainly is a great looking thing. But yeah, let's just have a quick wander around just in case we've missed anything, because I would hate to miss something out. Look at that Duckham's motor oil thermometer up there. And this beautiful Morris. But yeah, let me know in the comments which of these fine vehicles would be your favourite. I am still drawn to this one, but I'm also aware that would never fit in the garage, so couldn't be my favourite pick. That would fit in the garage, you're right.
Easily.
Did I see that little Castrol oil dispenser down near your right knee? I don't think I did see that, did I? I say you need to be looking all ways up and down behind everything just to see
Nice and original.
everything in this incredible collection.
Yeah.
Yeah. What a-
P51 plane.
Yes, we've got some interesting aircraft hanging up as well. I was going to point that out actually, because here is one of my favourites, the P51 Mustang.
What's that grill off then?
Lovejoy Antiques. The grille, that's a Ford Anglia 105E grille up there. Look at the lamp.
Crazy that.
That is great. Yeah, I could easily live in here. So there we go. I think we have probably seen everything in this incredible private collection of vehicles. And what a treat, what a privilege it's been to come and have a look around here and just come and admire it all and video it, to spread the word, to share this huge passion for old vehicles with all the viewers here on the Old Classic Car channel. Thanks to my youthful assistant for operating the handheld lighting and also driving me over here. I think we'll wrap this one up. Yeah, you're going to be getting a bit of wet weather practice, I think, going back, judging by the rain on the roof. So yeah, thank you so much for watching this video. Again, huge thanks to the owners of this incredible collection for letting us come in here and check it all out. So without further ado, I think we'll call this one to a close. So thanks very much for watching. Please like, comment, subscribe if you haven't subscribed to the channel already, because that really helps the channel keep going, keep it viable. And there'll be loads more videos along very soon, and I'll link to some similar videos at the end of this one. So thanks very much for watching, and bye for now. This incredible garage was built for the owner by a local friend. This is a scratch-built, retro-looking garage. What an incredible thing this is. This here rotates the turntable that the Morris J-Type is on. Isn't that great? What a cool thing to still own.